Now to the Israeli raid on the hospital complex in Gaza. Israel claiming troops have found weapons at the site, as officials say they may be nearing a deal with Hamas to free hostages. Matt Gutman is in Israel with more for us. Good morning, Matt.
Robin, good morning. This is that massive procession behind me that has been marching from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Behind me, you see the families of the hostages. I'm going to have my cameraman Juan raise the camera so you can see how many thousands of people are behind us here. Now, that deal, as we understand it, is for about 50 Israeli and foreign hostages, women and children, in exchange for a 3-day ceasefire and Palestinian women and minors released from Israeli jails. But sources are telling us it looks increasingly uncertain despite a massive effort from the White House this morning.
This morning, as the approximately 239 hostages taken into Gaza by Hamas begin their 41st day in captivity, President Biden saying he's been deeply involved in negotiations to set them free.
On our mind every single day, 5-6 times a day, I'm working on how I can be helpful in getting the hostages released.
Multiple officials in the U.S. and Israel tell ABC News a deal brokered by the U.S. and Qatar is progressing to free at least 50 hostages, women, children, and the elderly. In exchange, Israel would agree to a multi-day ceasefire and to release jailed Palestinians.
Follow me as we go in and we will see the MRI center.
Overnight, the Israeli military releasing this video they say shows evidence of Hamas activity at Al-Shifa Hospital's MRI building.
AK-47s are not supposed to be in an MRI room. Them being there is clear evidence that Hamas is using it.
But does that justify laying siege to a hospital where there are hundreds of patients who are already in dire circumstances?
We're fighting Hamas. We know that this is another stronghold by Hamas, and we're going after them wherever they are.
Hamas calling the allegations a blatant lie. ABC News could not independently verify either of those claims, but the White House says U.S. intelligence supports Israel's assertions that Hamas uses hospitals as command posts. And this morning, the Israeli military says it's still inside Gaza's largest hospital. The raid began early Wednesday.
We have a medical team there.
And overnight, we spoke to a doctor inside Al-Shifa. He said he could hear the tanks and bulldozers at the hospital's southern gate.
Then the continuous sound of gunshots and bombing has become louder and louder. Again, we can hear the sound of that tanks again here moving.
Outside Al-Shifa, mourners wailing. That doctor saying more than half of the ICU patients, 43 out of 63, have died after oxygen supplies ran out.
Bring them home now.
And back in Israel, the families of those taken on a 5-day march.
They need to make a deal. They need to do whatever they can. Bring them back. How can you put a price on a 3-year-old girl's life? There is no price.
And with increasing cross-border fighting between Israel and the Iranian-backed proxy Hezbollah in Lebanon and an attack near Jerusalem this morning, there is increasing concern of 2 new fronts opening up, one in the West Bank right near here and one in Lebanon. Michael.
All right, Matt, thank you for being there for us.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.